Hey Future World Machines, am I live on YouTube? My internet seems to be a bit funny. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm on YouTube, great. Okay, done here. Ah, fine, okay. Get rid of the actually basically what I've done is it looks like my streaming software has set up another scheduled stream which I couldn't see. I'm on that one now, and that looks to be working fine. Great. Okay, thanks for that, Future World Machines. Hey Sparky Optrix. Hello everyone, welcome back to another music production live stream with me, Human Synthetics. I hope you're well. This evening is the last scheduled, or the penultimate scheduled stream before the end of the year, or certainly the last one that I have scheduled. I may well put some in over Christmas, I'm not sure. Anyway, next week I'm doing a track feedback live stream. I haven't scheduled that in yet, but my usual Wednesday stream will be that. There will be a link to a submission form like I did for Ned Rush. If you're on Patreon, then you will have already seen that, or you might have seen that in one of my posts there. I'll post about that again. So yeah, you can submit tunes for me to listen to, and for the rest of the community here. Last one was with Ned Rush, and also did one with Groovin' in G. They're good fun. And if you've got any music you're working on, you're not sure about, you need some feedback, you just want to play to someone, play in front of other people, then send it over. Keep an eye out, probably in the community posts on YouTube, as to where you can submit stuff. So yeah, that's Wednesday the 18th of December, and then that'll be my last scheduled stream before Christmas. So and now's about the time that I usually give a shout out to my patrons and to my newest and latest supporters on Patreon. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my Patreon feed over there. It helps enormously, and I really appreciate it. I've got a few new names to shout out. Ooh, Serious Ooh. Thanks very much for the little bit extra as well on your pledge. Really appreciate that. Really helps. Jonathan Fisher. Thanks for the pledge on Patreon. I think that's it, we're up to date. I had a couple of people kind of dip in and out again. Aditya. I've got some posts on there as well, which are... you can just buy the post. So like the breaks, my pre-chop breaks post, you can just go and get that without having to sign up to the full, monthly subscription. Which I realise, we all have a lot of subscriptions. So yeah, may look at doing more of those kind of one-off things in the new year. We'll see how we get on. But I really appreciate everyone's support here, and it means so much seeing so many names every time. It's kind of overwhelming. Really appreciate your support, and keeps me pumped, keeps me hyped to do this. So thanks for your support there. And if you're interested in any of that stuff, all the links are in the description. There's links on Twitch as well, and Linktree, and on my Instagram and stuff, and you should be able to find it no problem. Thanks a lot. So I think this evening I think I should recap on... So last week I worked on this tune, Blue Ocean Simulation. I actually played this. I got to hear this out last week. The version that I'd worked on. I touched up one tiny thing in the morning, like Thursday morning, but largely speaking, it was exactly as I'd finished it, and I heard it on a nice big kind of speaker, big club sound system, big stack speaker system. And it sounded pretty good. I was pleased with it. And I think this one particularly, I just need to leave to sit for a bit, because I feel like any changes I've been making at this point are really kind of last minute or final tweaks and stuff. And I just need some space from it, I think. These other two though, or these other tunes, I also played these as well. I played these other 4 tunes as well. All of which I've worked on stream at different points, Hey Rich, how we doing? Good to see you. Sparky Optrix. Honestly, it's one of the best value subscriptions. I've learnt tons and can get what's in my head out into live way easier now. Well, that is really... What a great comment. Thank you so much. I try to keep it like super affordable, so it's a bit like a magazine subscription or something. But I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, but these other tunes as well, they went down pretty well. I think the Reality Function and Last Station Paradise particularly, these two need a bit more work, but it was really great to hear them loud, and I'm pretty clear on what I want to do with them now, I think. This tune, some went down better than I thought it would actually, and people were really excited for that one. So I actually think I want to work on Reality Function tonight. I'm still really feeling the kind of breaksy, dark, drum funky, minimal thing, and just before I started streaming I was having a look at all these and thinking, what shall I work on this evening, and I haven't actually worked on music since last week. And this one's just kind of leaping out to me. I reckon I want to dig into this one. Reality Function. Thanks, Future World Machines. Really appreciate that. More to come before the new year as well. I've been making tons of like bass patches and chopping breaks for all of these tunes that I've been working on, and there's loads of stuff that would just make great presets for others. Alright, sound. Let's have a listen to Reality Function. Let's do the usual. We're going to listen back to it in full. We're going to make some notes. And I would say actually that now I don't necessarily have like a deadline. I don't have any reason why I need to mix this one down, this Reality Function. But that is essentially what I'm going to try and do, is repeat what I did last week, but with Reality Function. And I did actually think it'd be great to work on some new stuff on stream. I haven't done that for a while, but I think I need to get that muscle, flexing that muscle in my kind of own private practice time again, to feel like there's stuff worth showing. Or yeah, starting newer stuff tends to be a bit more I like to build up a bit of momentum with that, so I could start reeling stuff off. And anyway, I think I don't often get right to the end with tunes, so I think that's actually really valuable for people to see kind of what my workflow's like, and how I approach the end of things. Listen to the man. Thanks, Rich. Right, let's listen to this one. I'm just going to check the version. 25. Okay. A Reality Function, this one is.
said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question. A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask. You said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I've got I think that's probably everything I want to work on here. I'll talk through that in a sec. I'm just going to open the project up. So yeah, that's these three, along with the Blue Ocean Simulation, Reality Function, Last Station Paradise, they're all kind of in a similar like sound world. They all kind of sound quite sci-fi and spacious and minimal, atmospheric kind of drum and bass, and there's not too much like switching going on, and I'm not necessarily too fussed about having that actually happen, and I'm kind of enjoying working with like trying to keep the restriction of the break being like minimal in that respect, and not, you know, I've done loads of stuff where I go quite nuts on the breaks, and I'm kind of keen to, I really want them to have that drum funk feel of, you know, just being almost sounding like a person could have played it, but sounding human, but not, you know, it's kind of a big thing for me, and I like to try and create that in my tunes. So I'm just going to save a version. We'll talk through the notes. So really at this point, like I think, you know, another 4 hours on this and it would be as good as I could do it, and that would be mixing and everything. You know, I don't think I could. I'd be changing it too much beyond what it actually is at the moment if I spent any more time on that. Like I really like the kind of melody and the chords that are moving throughout, and like the bass line, and generally the overall like harmonic melodic feel of the tune. I like the break. I like the vocal sample in it, which I got from the X-Files actually. So I have used Snapback on this. Yeah. Future Rock Machines. I'll show you the break and kind of what I've done to it. So there's the vocal elements like diva elements, and some of them just sound a bit. Well, but I just don't think there are some of them work really well where they're kind of breathy and like I'm not going to try and recreate it, but like some of them work better than others, but some are just a bit like they don't sound silly necessarily, but I don't think they add anything, and I think they detract from the overall mood of stuff. So I will probably be taking those out. The Bassline as well has been like placeholder in some points since I started working on this, and since it's become the last session I had on this. I spent ages on the break and the pattern of the break, so we can definitely do some break fills. But the Bassline, the notes of it, I'm going to spend some time kind of moving those around and stuff. Yeah, exciting stuff. And there's too much stuff going on in that first drop, and I kind of want to strip that out a bit, have a look what's going on. I kind of have fallen on this, like these gestural snare like stuff that goes on. I think it really happens well at like points like this. Stuff like that. I'm definitely going to make more of that. Big into that. And then the second drop, I'm going to experiment with just different bass pitches, different notes, but all the sounds, everything, I'm kind of happy with what's in it now. It's just moving paint around and those finishing touches, and then it's going to be a mix down. That will be it. I will probably send it to people and send it to friends, send it to like any DJ pals I have who would enjoy playing this kind of thing. Maybe release it. If someone hits me up and says they want to do a release or something, then I've got some tracks in the bank, or I could make something with it. I could make a video. I could do, it's got this Scully sample in from the X-Files, which is,
You said it yourself. A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Pretty good. I thought that was good. Sparky Optrix, thank you so much. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's the kind of tune, like, I would never expect to hear this on a dance floor, but I might expect I would listen to this when I was driving, which is like a big thing for me. I love the kind of listening to music deafeningly loud in the car. A bit like someone like, John Hopkins. You wouldn't necessarily hear John Hopkins in a club, some John Hopkins stuff, but you'd play it loud at points. And I was saying this to my friend last week that, like, it takes for a long time I probably wasn't comfortable just making the music I wanted to make, even if I thought no one would necessarily hear it. But I think that's kind of what I feel like I do better now. Okay, so where are we going to start with this? Let's just dive in, shall we? So, we could certainly clean it up a bit. So this is the break, really, and I spent untold amount of time kind of programming stuff for this. So that's like with snapback on and without it. So there's probably snapback on the kick. That's pretty good, isn't it? Like, so this is. And then the snare. I was worried that the snare was going to be too much on the system, but actually it sounded spot on, really. It's quite a cutting snare. And yeah, even someone asked me what break it was, and I was like, I can't remember. Tough break. I think it's from Jungle Warfare. And then it's got various reverbs on it. And it's going into a clipper as well, and then into soothe. So this is the full chain. Get rid of a lot of this stuff. I think I took a lot of the processing off because it sounded better without it, kind of clean. And then it is going into this high. Going into this. Super plate. Soundtoys, nice small drum space. I thought this just did it really.
You said it yourself. You said that.
So that's no kick, right? No kick, what you're hearing there. Is it? Yeah, so that was no... I don't know why it's done that. It's like disconnected the MIDI. It's definitely a very human synthetics track. You've got your own signature sound. That is yeah. Thank you. That's the the nicest thing anyone could say to you, really, isn't it? As long as it's not like it's so terrible that it couldn't be anyone else, but which is potentially what it could have been at one point in my musical life. There you go, lab. Yeah, this is a good one for driving, I think. Sultry Hustler, thanks. Are the reverbs parallel or serial on the break? So we've got I did have this hybrid. This is happening at points. I don't know what I was doing with this. Let me talk it through step by step, like the chain here. So because I have a tendency to just flit all over the place. So we've got this it's called the tough break, and I really suspect it's from Jungle Warfare. Then it's just it's monoed, and then it's got two snapbacks, one layered on the kick. And one on the snare. And really, that was just the snare's got all that bite, hasn't it? It's just to kind of weight it out a little bit. And then it's going into an EQ8, and I've just done a bit of a boost at the bottom here and cut a little bit. Probably thought it sounded good at the time. And then going into this Curves EQ by Mono. Which I really love, and I'm kind of cutting the low end a little bit, and then a high shelf boost, and then it's going into an audio effect rack with two hybrid reverbs. This one, I suspect, am I doing anything on this? I was probably experimenting what that was like, giving. Yeah, it's not any good. I can delete that. But this hybrid reverb is. And it's to answer your question, Wist, it's in serial, parallel. It's parallel. Yeah, it's parallel. It's like as if this was a send. And I probably just did this because I thought I might share it with other people. I might share it on Patreon or something. So I thought I like to kind of try and keep things self-contained if I'm going to do that. But I'm sending it to the super plate with just this drum. This was just testing this out really, and I thought it sounded great. Grace, how are we doing? Derek. So the external instruments, I have those because they allow. I've actually started editing. I've almost finished an edit of like the process that I went through for doing this on my last collab stream with Groovin in G. But these external instrument devices allow me to route MIDI into Snapback to trigger the Snapback to work with MIDI rather than audio, to just give a much to reduce latency. So and obviously you can see it's like flashing when it gets MIDI, and the same is going on for this kick, this snare layer here, you know. Well, it's not doing anything for some reason. Oh, that's why. So I hope that, yeah, it's allowing for MIDI to trigger the layers in Snapback. The next thing I want to work out how to do with this plugin is to add in my own layers, because like Groovin in G has some good ones on his Patreon, or ones that I downloaded, and I thought they'd be perfect for adding in here. They're made for using with breaks. It'd be great to just get my own sounds in here. And layers is something I'm not necessarily I wouldn't be confident about adding in my own at this point. But yeah, that's the next point, is to work out how to add in my own layers here, because that'd be really cool to work out how to do that. But I'm loving this. Is so sick, this plugin. Definitely been enjoying and hearing the difference massively, and people have been asking me about it as well. So like, how have you layered the breaks here, you know? So yeah, but thanks, Derek. Thanks very much for the nice words as well. A-Gauge system, big up. Nice to see you here. ARCS. Yeah. It's all in the external instrument. So like in some tunes I've got like, you know, four instances of it, because like, of course you might have a kick as well, which is like just quite where there's not maybe there's not much low end and there's not much attack, there's not much high frequency sound, so it's kind of you can just, you know, layer on the same MIDI note. And I suppose this is the benefit of working slice by slices. You can do this. It's quite a long break, this one, and I've only used a bit of it. It's got those nice like dang. It's got some really like choppy bits later, like some really ringing snares, which might be cool. But that's the pot is kind of made, if you like. So Future World Machines. I don't know what everyone else is gushing over it. I know that George was saying how much he's enjoying using it. I think, to be honest, in fairness, right, there is a lot of futzing with it, because like definitely I spent a long time going through presets and messing with the phase of stuff and the decay. This one I haven't done so much with, but like I've adjusted the pitch a fair amount on this one to kind of bring it more in line, or just to like taste. And yeah, other ones I've definitely messed around with the phase a little bit. I think the tendency when you're layering stuff is, if you're not careful, you can go too low or you can go too high. And and you know, a lot of the time in like drum, like this kind of drum and bass that I'm into, is like the kicks are usually, you know, they're around here somewhere, so they're not like really low subby stuff. They'll be quite a strong like a strong fundamental in like the upper low, really low, like sub 100 frequencies. That's just from observation. I sometimes like pull in tunes and just have a look what they're doing on the frequency spectrum, and like also compare the difference in loudness between like a kick and maybe like the material that's higher frequency stuff. Because yeah, we've all done it where we just mix it too bassy, don't we? You know. Whist, you can get it to target a particular part of the frequency spectrum as a trigger to, but easy to use MIDI. What I was finding was like I wasn't confident there wasn't latency, and it was pranging me out. And I was like, I want this to be like really in phase. But yeah, that's what we're doing with the breaks here. So let's go in and I think this bait the I'm also the dark minimal drop. I'm gonna work around the drop, right, which is definitely. Definitely, I don't want anything really happening here, you know. I don't know if I want this fill either.
You said it yourself. A dream is an answer to a question you haven't learned how to
So what? There's like a pad that comes in. I don't want that. Where is that?
Question you haven't learned how to ask.
This contact patch, isn't it? So yeah, I probably will just be going through section by section here. I feel like these mad drum stabs are going to become quite like, you know, like... Yeah, I'd probably like to just make it like spend a lot of time. gestural stuff, and I find like with a lot of jungle and drum and bass is like things rolling out over 8 bars, 2 bars, 4 bars, these kind of longer phrases against the shorter phrases of like a drum pattern essentially. And these are the kind of thing that add to the compulsion of the overall like flow of the music. A weird sound, this one. Don't really think it's adding anything, that is it. Thank you, West. So, right, let's dig into these bass notes here. Something like that, you see, like we could even do some automation. I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did in I might just get that like dry wet and just boost this, right?
You said it yourself. A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
So I'm just going to like separate the bass parts out like for every 8 bars.
You said it yourself.
Less is more, just like get rid of any extraneous elements.
You said it.
could be interesting, couldn't it? I just want that, maybe. Something to kind of, I feel like, maybe just my favourite symbol. There's like a splash paradise. It's not an instrument, it's a sample. God's sake, man. I love this one. I was using this last week, but that's okay. I want this is like the main. This is going to draw people in or not. This is like it's make or break for this moment. I might do some resampling.
You said it yourself. You said it yourself.
This thing has got so much low end on it, this sine wave thing. Oh. Grace, Alex, do you always start tunes in session view and then move over to arrangement? Usually, yeah. I find that like I'll always start them in session, yeah. Always, even if I haven't got my controller, I'll just have a jam with like triggering clips like this. Always in session view. That kind of leads me to have like make more interesting arrangements. I find, you know.
You said it yourself. A dream is an answer to a question you haven't. Dream is an answer to a question you haven't learned how to ask.
I just want this to be like, let's see if we can sort this symbol out, because I want this to be so that's just going into, let's do that. That's going into Shimmer Verb, Valhalla Shimmer Verb, Shimmer, Valhalla Shimmer, and then it's going into like an eighth note or quarter note. What is that? A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, into a quarter note dotted delay. I'm just going to resample that now, and we'll do some stuff with it. Okay, and maybe we'll turn it round. Let it die down. No, man, don't record you. don't want this fade on it. Right, let's try again. Yeah. Derek, do you resample often? Depends. Not as like I like to have, I like many tricks up my sleeve, if you know what I mean. I can always like I probably don't resample as much as I should, actually, particularly with like if I'm doing bass patches and stuff like that, because usually I start to mess with the audio a bit more, which is quite, can be quite reveal new things, let's see if we can do anything with these sounds here. I just want like a breath or something, really. I might reverse this one, yeah. Obviously not this, but I wonder what happens if we like something like that could be interesting, couldn't it? I know it sounds really loud and obnoxious at the moment. I don't want the attack, That's the kind of thing I want.
You said it yourself. A dream is an answer to a question you haven't learned how to ask.
Alright, cool. I think we're getting somewhere.
A dream is an answer to a question you haven't learned how to ask.
Lovely. The bass comes in like a note later here, so I wonder if we can do some like follow it. Yeah, like some double hits like that would be cool. Thanks very much, GoLab. I'm amazed where people like listen to. I know quite a few people like listen in the car and stuff. That's sick. I had a one student or a one-to-one call with someone, and he said he like watched all my streams on his lunch break in his work van, which was like, I was like, far out, man. That's great. That's where you got to do it. Derek, that's how I feel. Rarely resample despite knowing how powerful it is. Do you know, like, I think it's like, it's the kind of thing that I tend to do a lot of at the end of the process, really. I don't really like fiddling with audio for ages at the beginning, you know, because for me it's about getting like the shape of the whole tune out. That's really important to do that early on. I kind of, and I hold, having done this through quite, you know, made tunes over the years, you kind of get used to when you might do something like that, I think, rather than trying to build this in at the beginning. Sometimes I might like I might start a tune like that, or I might like resample some bass noises and something, but I tend to like to do it at the end. For me, it's like the final smearing of stuff. I can start to pull out, you know, interesting new angles at the end of the process. It really depends. I'm avoiding like sending this into like a sound here, but let's go. just like detracting too much for me. Maybe that'll be fine. Yeah, big up Gresh as well. I need to dive into some of your videos. They've been coming up on my feed as well. I had a quick look at like the liquid one, looked really good. Great to have so many brilliant producers and kind of dipping their or getting into YouTube and stuff and like other avenues. It's just like it's never been a better time to be to do this stuff. I don't think there's just so much quality information everywhere, great music and people doing it. Yeah, the siren sound. So do you mean this one? This is just a preset on the binaural or whatever it's called by Tombrel synth going into shimmer. Is this the one we're talking about? The delays after the vocal ends. This one, oh yeah, this Ghost Ship Stab. I don't know where this has come from. This has been resampled. Pretty good, isn't it? I got a feeling that's probably from a... Let's have a look. See if it's in an earlier version. GoLab. You notice there's I was using your Metalscapes at one point, but I took them off actually. They were sounded really good. I just like I think I had too many pads already going on at the time, and they're big and atmospheric, which I love. But so I think well, I don't know where this has come from. Ghost Ship Stab. I've got a feeling that it's I'm just looking through earlier versions to see where it's come from. Ghost Ship Stab. Shall I have a look? Let's see if it comes up. Rather. Okay, so it's not in that one. The breaks were a lot tougher in the original. I was like, I don't know where this has come from. I've got a feeling it's from this Mood Reel pack, the Ableton pack. There's like a drum rack in this called like Ghost Ship or something. Where I'm gonna look at Ship Noise Kit. Have a look if it's in this. These are good, aren't they? I honestly don't know where this has come from. when I listen back to like a version of this, I was like, Jesus, that one little stab is doing, and it's going to like a quarter note dotted delay. So I want to keep the bass notes really simple, which is how I'm kind of reducing all these like embellishments I've done. So you can hear what I'm doing here. Like really, I'm just like reducing down. We can always, we can add more notes back in as we go through. And like here would be great. Like here would be a great time to like jump into this break and like make it follow the rhythm of the bass, because that second bass note is coming in like a note later. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like, can't be cool to echo at that with a kick, here. Yeah. You're too loud. For that kind of stuff. Where the bass can go up a bit and stuff, you know.
You said it yourself once. You said that a dream was an answer to a question.
Goes too high.
You said it yourself once.
Don't think we don't need a splash there really. Maybe we can work with the sound we've already got, can't we?
You said that you said it yourself once. You said that
So often, like, just I'll clip off the end of this one.
You said it yourself once. You said that
I don't know what's going on with this project. Something's happened to
you said that
something's happened to the project that, like, nothing's snapping to the grid very nicely. It could be to do with this, like, with these symbols that I'm just going to freeze and flatten these. This Max for Live device that could be messing things up a bit. Let's have a look what we got. Oh, chat's active. Oh, thanks very much for the Fanu comparison. Yeah, I do love Fanu. Jamtaba. Not sure what that is. GoLab, yes, please. I'd be interested to hear any new stuff you've done. I really enjoyed, like, the atmospheric ones, and the break things are really good as well. That Metalscape thing though, yeah, it's sick. I use that all the time. Oh, Ezekiel E, I think, commented the other day that Ableton sucks. Well, it's... Yeah, I won't get into that. I did start on GarageBand. I made music on the iPad for a long time before I had enough money to afford a laptop. Used to make it with, like, the little Animoog, and there was, like, a loop. It was called Loopy or something. You could record your own loops and stuff, and you had to get an app that connected apps on the iPad. It was really clunky, but that's how I started. Squibbly Nubs, thanks very much. Thanks very much for the nice words. Audacity. So I've got a mate who did, like, a really good little Instagram reel about, like, he made this, like, ambient tune just in Audacity with, like, a tuning fork. It was great. So Sparky Optrix, Music and Music 2000 on PlayStation. I remember it. I remember, like, the visualizer you had on PlayStation, well, that was built in, and I started on, like, the whole computer thing, the whole computer tip. My parents, the Packard Bell PC, people might remember it had, like, a green trim, and it had a little microphone as well you got with it, and, like, the mouse had, like, green mouse buttons, and it was a Packard Bell computer, and it came with Sony Acid. And that was where I first started, like, messing around with loops in a computer, was Sony Acid. I remember got quite into it, and then I think my mum was quite amazed that I'd made anything with it. But then I think we got rid of that computer. That was my first, like, DAW, Sony Acid for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, be drawings.
you said that a dream was an answer to a question. You said that a dream was an answer to a question.
like this bit. I want that stab in again. The ghost ship stab. The ghost ship stab has to happen in this section too. Either that or you save it for like this bit.
You said that
or we do like the
you said it yourself once. You said that a dream was an answer to a question.
Maybe there, like save it. Check out Jam Taba, Squibbly Nubs, thanks. The vocal is from the X-Files, yeah, an episode called Paper Hearts, Series 4.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Let's dig into the break a bit here, get some more variation, shall we? It's really doing my nut, this. If it's the adaptive grid, what the... Oh, I just want a volume fade here.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't haven't learned how to ask.
Get rid of this.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Like this little film. Where's the little noise?
said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Yes. That sounded pretty good. Derek, I feel like I need to sample some old TV. So I keep like a list of things to sample, and I find the best way to deal with that actually is to have sampling sessions. So if you've got a spare hour maybe on a Sunday morning, say, just to go through your list and open up an Ableton session. And for me, it's all about having a way that I can sample straight into Ableton, because then I can always save the set, even if I haven't tidied all the samples out, and just pull them in from there. I find that if it's like too convoluted a process where I've got to go through and like use another piece of software or something, I just won't do it. So I like what I do is like set up a new audio channel, and I've got like the software that I use it's a program called Loopback, but I use it to route audio around the computer, and I will just record in from the desktop and I'll record it into Ableton, and then I trim them all up and like crop them and stuff. And then when you've done that, you can right click and show in Finder.
You said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
And then I will copy that file. It's a WAV. I'll copy that over to my samples folder and rename it, and then it will be in there in perpetuity. But yeah, like in my Pure Synthetics is all my own samples and stuff and things I've made myself. So I keep it in like FX. Probably it's FX. Have I saved this one yet? Could be spoken word. I'm sure. Yeah. No.
I have lived with a fragile faith.
There you go.
You said it yourself once. You said that
I make sure they're all normalized as well, so that the volumes are just loud when I bring them in, and that's the way I do it, and it works really well. But you definitely need a process for sampling, and it's best to like save it all up and do it in batches, and realize you'll probably never sample everything you want to, and like kind of let go of of trying to like capture everything, which is what I've done. Squibbly Nubs, thanks so much. Yeah, I hope you get, hope your shift's over soon. Derek, how are you pushing the break to the background during the breakdown? Oh yeah, okay. So that's probably I think I've just got like Filter Freak from Soundtoys going on this, and I'm just doing some automation on it. Probably just like, let's have a look. Bring the frequency down.
a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Squibbly Nubs, hope it can't come soon enough then. Web sampler VST, that sounds good. That sounds perfect. That sounds like the ideal kind of thing that Future World Machines has mentioned. Yeah, but whatever works, just set up or get a workflow going. You've got to get a workflow. Free is good. Thanks, Future World Machines. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. You know, that's the limited palette of just one break and trying to make that really work. You know, it's things like this. You know?
You said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Okay, now we've got to just like get to the end of this classic me, really. Yeah. I know I'd like this is the kind of stuff that I love to hear in tunes myself, really. We could even have this come.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
I can't get enough of this stuff, really. Like GoLab said, it's like a meditation the other day. It so is. This for me is like music making. Yeah, just like kind of drawing in these little embellishments, really. This will give that section enough variety, hopefully. Do you know what I mean? Might bring that forward and have that light switch up a little bit. This is what the bass is worth spending time.
You said it yourself once. You said that
I'm just marrying it up with the kick drums, right? Like, because thanks, Starsword. Squibbly knobs. I genuinely hope to find a producer local to me to start a duo where we both swap off leading and following. Where are you in the world? I think I'm quite fortunate. There's a lot of, where I live in Birmingham, there's a lot of nights and stuff. There's a lot of club nights and there's a lot of like producer community nights and stuff. And it's been a great chance to meet people in real life actually and share music together and share tunes that you're working on and stuff. That's a big deal if you can find anyone else to bounce stuff off. Cheers, Daniel. The sign is just the sign by the sea, this sound. So I think it's this bitombral synth in Ableton. The can't remember what it's called now. What's this called? Meld. I think it's just a preset. It's just a preset in 12. And I just thought, oh, that sounds interesting, and chucked it on and was like, yeah, that's lovely. So yeah, I would have started to tune and just come up with that melody line, you know, whatever it is, probably in F minor. We could do that, couldn't we? We could put it up an octave. Great, what a brilliant idea. So this is a fine example of like a happy accident here, where I've just realised that you can like if I legato some of the notes out a bit, they'll be like random lovely. Yeah, so it's just a preset. Thanks very much, Star Sword. Thanks, Barkyoptrix. Thanks for the big up. Yeah, I think some people just like, you know, just come and have a quick listen and stuff, and it's likes are always appreciated. They really do help the videos, actually.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh, that's great. Sick, yeah. Yeah, just F minor. Going into, I should say it's going into shimmer too as well. So without it, it's a bit dead. All right. So these bass notes. You can do something here, can you, like this? It's got this ambience as well. metal sounding. I'm just adding in like
You said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question. A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
cool. And we'll just do like an outro of the same again with like where's that coming in then? Just need the end now, don't we? Alright, that's pretty good, isn't it? That's like an ending for sure. I'm pretty pleased with those bass patterns as well. think we're doing pretty well, aren't we? Thanks so much, Squibbly Knobs. Yeah, well, I didn't practice drums to Aphex Twin, but I think that's cut through everything I do, that kind of Aphex mentality or Aphex like melodies and alright, cool, let's go back. So the bass we've worked on, yeah? I think we've got that dark minimal drop. Let's go from the top, yeah? Do some automation on the bass part here, bring it in. Just a mix on Filter Freak to kind of get rid of some. I really just want this like as a low, really low frequency sound. I might just duplicate this. This is a mess, this project at the moment, right? But that's all right. I'll sort that out. I'm just using the same sound here. I'm just using an EQ8 because it's on it. Yes.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
I should add these aren't quantized or anything, these notes.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask. You said it yourself once. You said that You said it yourself once. You said it yourself once. You said that You said it yourself once. You said that You said it yourself. You said You said You said it yourself once. You said it yourself once. You said it yourself once. You said that said it yourself once. You said it yourself once. You said that You said it yourself once. You said that
Yeah.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask. You said that You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask. You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
I'm just stripping back loads of parts now. Yeah, thanks, Squibbly Nubs, thank you.
You said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question. A dream is an answer. A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
I'm going to put this here, yeah, in the lower frequency one. Yeah, perfect.
A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask. A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.
Safe drive home, Squibbly Nubs. Yeah, well, I think on that note, actually, I'm pretty... So, I think we did... We've done everything. Have we done everything? Rolling for second drop. Oh, part work on, yeah. Yeah. Maybe the vocal parts will need more work still, as in the little gestural bits. But yeah, let's give that a listen from the top. I think that was pretty good. I feel pretty happy with that. And yeah, I think I'll probably wrap up now actually and just play us out with the full thing. That certainly went. I was happy with that session. I think that's sounding really decent now, and I've done the changes that I noticed after hearing it last week. I think we spent a couple of hours adding in additional variation, and no real additional parts. I'm literally just moving stuff around, and like it's compositional stuff rather than adding things in now. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is sounding. And then I've got a similar one, another similar track in this vein that I don't know if I'll get to working on before the year's out, but yeah, this is pretty good. Hopefully I can work on the other tune in the trio, Last Station Paradise, and give them a listen in my car this weekend when I'm out and about and stuff. So, all right, that was pretty good. Before I go, I'm just going to export the MIDI. Actually, this is what I do at the end of every session. So we'll just export the MP3. Good session. That was good fun. That was Reality Function. So this will have been the 5th. This will actually be the 5th session I've worked on it again. As in I did the first initial splurge and then worked on it back in August. So when did I start this tune? Back in April. It's fine, isn't it? Cheers, GoLab. Yeah, thanks very much. Do hit me up if you got anything else, rack wise. I'd be keen to hear it. Yeah, we've exported the WAV. We'll give that a listen in the car on the way back, just an MP3. I think that was good. The break sounds good. I like the way. I really wanted to get more low end in my breaks, like almost like a drum and bass break, but really jungly in its break work. Like a mix of IDM and jungle and drum and bass. You want it to be like stepping and like funky, but not too, but also like not overly repetitive. I don't know. You want it to be hypnotic and repetitive, but as if a human had played it. Yeah, cheers, GoLab. I used to really like, or I still do like shredding guitar and stuff like that. That's kind of where I started musically. So this programming breaks like this feels like a bit like shredding. I always say this from Ned Rush. We always say it feels a bit like shredding. All right, we're almost there now. I'll be on next week anyway. Track feedback live stream. Do keep an eye out for a post somewhere, probably on YouTube community. I know people do see those actually. I'll put something on Discord as well. I rarely go on Discord actually, but I know that other people use it and stuff for sharing things, and that's really great. So keep an eye out on Discord probably, and on YouTube, and on Patreon. I'll just do a non-Patreon post there so anyone can see it. Cheers, Parker Optics. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Well, I'll see you next week, everyone. And yeah, keep an eye out for that track feedback stream link, and send me some music to listen to. I'd love to chill out and listen to your tunes and offer some feedback. All right. Well, I will say good night. This has been Reality Function. It's been good fun. All right. I'll see you next week, folks. Cheers.
dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to A dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask.